All right, what is up, y'all? It is episode 8 of the Sports Podcast. We're bringing it in. First of all, I just got to say, we are very close to 100 subscribers. One way, as of like 15 minutes ago. Definitely click that subscribe button. We've had a lot more comments recently. We've had a lot more likes and stuff like that. Shit's been getting shared around a little bit. I think that partly has to do with the amount of like shorts I'm doing and stuff like that. So show your support, please. Fucking, we're out here. Fucking, it's 2023 and this is our year. God damn it. So.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's get back into the things. I'm a little sick, so you might hear me coughing a little bit this episode. That's part of the reason why we haven't had something for about a week being uploaded. But with that being said, franchise tag deadlines came out for the NFL yesterday, and 8 players got tagged. I think the biggest one about that was Lamar Jackson, but. Before we really get into that, which is the big talk of like everyone, him and Aaron Rodgers, do you guys have anything to say about any of the other franchise tags? No.
The other ones, no, not really.
No, not really. It's kind of just one of those things where you put them on, see what you can get for them, or fucking end up getting them another year.
Actually, I do. So they Giants franchise tagged Saquon and then signed Jones.
Yeah.
I think
threw
that's
15.
Right
he threw, but he threw 15 touchdowns last year, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's $40 million.
Yeah, but you're still talking paying a running back versus a quarterback. Like
no. I know it's the right move. I'm saying that's way too much.
Oh yeah, they
money
overpaid Daniel Jones.
Absolutely, because now Burrow's worth. I mean, you know what I mean? Like a lot more.
$100 million a year.
Yeah.
This doesn't help the Bengals whatsoever. I swear.
No, it doesn't really help.
Browns ruined it for everybody.
That's what I was about ready to say. Deshaun Watson getting that fucking deal really kind of ruined it for everyone. We're starting to see some weird shit with like Baltimore and shit though, because like. They were in talks with Lamar Jackson, who I think was 2019 MVP. Like the dude would arguably is worth the money, but they're $100 million off on contract negotiations and shit like that. So the franchise tag that they put on him, where it's going to be whoever decides to spend the money to get him, they get traded for that and the 2 first-round picks or the picks of the first 2 rounds. I think that's smart.
No, it's 2 first-round picks.
It's their next 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, it's
wherever
2
it lands.
first-round picks.
It's not protected either. It's wherever that team ends up.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's obviously the smart thing to do, and we're looking at people like Jones, like you just said, who's getting $40 million a year and stuff like that. Jackson can't do it, and from what I've seen on Field Yates or whatever, the Twitter account, like teams that everyone thinks would be perfect for him, like the Panthers, the Oakland Raiders, and who was the top one that I'm just drawing a blank on right now that everyone thought he was going to go to?
Miami.
No, Miami.
Or Falcons.
Falcons.
Oh,
That was the
Atlanta.
one. And the Falcons were all in on Watson last year, but fucking not Lamar Jackson. So, I mean, it kind of raises some questions. If you ask me, Lamar's injury prone. I think he's been hurt the last 3 fucking years. So, and then when it's time, that he may be able to play, but we really don't have a decision from him come, playoff time this year, it kind of seems like he's a little bit more trouble than he's worth, man. I mean, he had one good year, and as we've seen time and time again, running quarterbacks just don't last in the NFL. So, yeah, what's your guys' take on that one? Let's go Walt.
Oh, me? All right. I mean, honestly, regardless of I don't care if he's worth $75 million a year. Are they going to have the kicker punting balls now because they can't sign a fucking punter because they're out of money?
I mean, they have the kicker to be a punter. To be fair,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Dude, remember when Ocho Cinco used to kicked a couple of field goals that game? Remember that? That was awesome. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If you can't sign any other players around you, how good of a team are you going to have when it's just your quarterback making that much money and then the rest of the team is just they're mediocre at best?
Right. And don't forget, they just gave Roquan Smith $110 million.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You can't. They don't have
their entire cap would be in 2 players.
Yeah, they're going to be $300 million over the cap. That's what I'm saying. You can't. Okay, fine. So, but that's to me. If I'm another team looking at this, I'm saying, okay, well, that to me is a little bit more selfish on his part because he's not thinking about the good of the team.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with Lamar.
He's thinking about himself. Exactly.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I honestly don't think that he's staying in Baltimore. I think that at this point in time, they did the smart move and fucking they're just kind of waiting for him a decision to be made.
Yeah, take the picks.
Yeah, but I mean, where do you guys see him going? Because I'm looking down at the things. I saw that the Commanders weren't interested in him too. I was thinking about that. And the Jets are obviously their number one pick is Rodgers. And the only team, and I've been saying this for a while, that I think fucking Lamar could go to, Titans. I think that's the first pick that they have. I think that that's something they could have Tannehill on the bench for them. And, you know, if they decide to keep Derrick Henry, which we've heard this week that they're apparently shopping around with Henry because being Bengals fans, we're second on their list or whatever. And the first was Miami. So, I mean, like, I don't see him wanting to go to either of those teams because they're both too pass-oriented. But, you know, I think Lamar and Derrick Henry would make a good fit. I've heard other people.
I think I know where, and they're trading Derrick Henry, by the way. They're not like they're shopping him. They're ready to trade him. But
well, I mean that doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to.
Right, but if you get like they're in full blown rebuild mode. Like they're getting rid of everybody. Yeah. But a team like the Niners, if they were to go get Lamar Jackson. That's kind of scary to me in my
Holy
eyes.
shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people
they just been quiet, man, and I don't like that.
Yeah, a lot of people I've seen on
John
Twitter,
Lynch, bro. He's smart, bro. He's smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're 49ers. I mean, I've seen a lot of talks about
Who
that.
wouldn't want to go to Cali outside of income tax?
Right. But the only thing about it is, though, that I think that they already have, like, Brock kind of, Mr. Irrelevant kind of showed up last year, and I think they might be moving forward with him. I mean, obviously you have.
They don't know if he's going to be ready to play.
Well, hold on. To Stolze's point, though, if they have an opportunity to take a Lamar Jackson or a Brock Purdy or whatever his name is,
they have in place,
absolutely, you take Lamar Jackson all day long.
Yeah, I mean, it might be something that they go for, and they got McCaffrey out there too, so that'd be a fucking dynamic.
Oh my god,
yeah,
with Debo.
Hold on, they also have.
But
who was their other quarterback that they just drafted not long ago?
Trey Lance. I think he demanded a trade.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, he's still on the team, so if they trade him and get some more picks, I mean, they can just freaking lock up a decent future. Plus,
the only thing that I have to say about that is, you know, if you're a team like the San Francisco 49ers and you're seeing some of these lower tier teams this past year look at him, you got to wonder if Lamar is going to be ready. Because like we said, running quarterbacks don't last. He's been hurt the past 3 years. Is he going to be fucking back and healthy enough to be the same Lamar Jackson that we've seen for the past years? I mean, that's been a big question for me. That's why I've been this whole time like the Ravens need to just let him go. So, what do you guys think about that, Stolze?
I just never would have. I'm with the Ravens. Like I wouldn't have given the guaranteed money. Like there's just no way. Like if you want to sit here, if you want to set like low incentives, maybe we can do that. Like you want to have
Lamar's apparently not going to do that, and that's why I think a team like the Niners are fucking not willing to pay that amount of money for a person like Lamar Jackson. I think there's too many question marks.
The thing is, though, if you sign him to a 4-year contract, you get one Super Bowl. That contract is absolutely worth it, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, look at what the Rams just did. The Rams just sold the fuck out to go win a Super Bowl, and they sucked this year. But last year was completely worth it.
Let's be real, though. Fucking Lamar might have been the 2019 MVP, but he hasn't done shit in the playoffs, and they've been.
He had a horrible game, especially.
They've been the top ranked team multiple times in the playoff and stuff like that, and he just didn't get it done. Does he even have a playoff win under his belt yet?
He got one.
One? Yeah, and it's like you got someone like that compared to like a Brock Purdy who did sneak up on someone. He's cheap. You can build around him. You've already got the weapons and stuff like that, and you know they're tested. They went to the NFC Championship game this year. So
also talking UCL on the throwing arm though. That sets pitchers back for a full season plus some. Yeah. So getting hurt in the NFC Championship, that's tough.
I feel you. I just think that there's a lot more risk with Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, for the 49ers. Not other teams. That's why I think the best landing spot for him would be the Titans. But the whole thing with them rebuilding, and the Titans definitely are rebuilding. Everything that they're doing right now is showing that. Fucking especially if they're getting rid of Derrick Henry. So that might lead me to believe that they're not going to shell out the money for Lamar Jackson.
Well, and I feel part of me feels like he's just totally screwing himself out of the NFL completely.
It also depends on the market. Like he might be setting a market
completely
completely on accident. Like if other teams come in and only offer him exactly what the Ravens were offering him, like you're fucking yourself, dude. Like
absolutely.
And I think that's a very realistic fucking scenario that we're looking at right now.
Oh yeah, I don't think
he might be screwing himself out of playing in the NFL. Totally.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is one team, another team outside the Titans that might take him, and it's going to fucking end his career. And that would be the Texans, because they've got fucking hella cap space, and they need a quarterback.
What the fuck's Tampa doing?
Well, Tampa's apparently completely rebuilding, and from what I understand, they're gonna.
They've let go of everybody.
Yeah. I think they're
the Titans.
I think they're looking for fucking draft picks. They're trying to rebuild from the ground up.
Yeah,
I don't think they're looking for.
They're not going to give away.
Way over cap, aren't they?
Yes, they are. That's why they're unloading.
They're like 45
players.
mil.
Yeah, they're not going to give away 2 first-rounders to get Lamar Jackson when they're trying to rebuild. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I don't think the Bucs is one of the things. And when it comes down to it, to me, the 2 likely ones are the Titans and the Texans. A lot of people are saying the 49ers, which that could be scary, but it also could work out as a disadvantage to them, in my opinion. So
I just think he's in it for himself, honestly, at this point.
He is.
He's totally in it for himself. And it's like, look at what I've accomplished. It's like, dude, so you go to a team.
MVP.
Yeah, MVP. So you go to the Texans then. See what happens.
Ahead. Be fucking shitty mad at be shitty
mad
at the Ravens or go somewhere else and fucking end your career there. We'll take
I'm cool with that.
We'll take a weak ass AFC North, bro. About to be the first
team
ever to win 3 in a row in fucking Cincinnati.
Hell yeah.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
The best division. It's been the best division in football our entire lives. I'm ready for it to
knocking on wood. That was me knocking on wood.
Give me the same thing that the New England Patriots got for 20 years in the AFC East, and give me 6 wins right away in my division.
I was thinking about this too, because me and Max had been talking about like this year when Aaron Rodgers came back, talking about him maybe going to the Steelers. I wonder if the Steelers make some fucking funky ass move to end up getting Lamar Jackson, because it's been proven
they like Pickett.
It's been proven that AFC North teams that fucking convert over to another AFC North or AFC North players that convert over to another AFC North team, usually they do pretty well.
It always works out,
dude. I could see that.
Why Jesse Bates is probably going to Cleveland.
Well, honestly, it's always got to be an AFC North team that tries to f this whole thing up.
Yeah.
Whatever. Seriously,
that's what I'm saying. Cleveland. That would be the most fucking Steelers move of all time. You know what? We're gonna get.
It would be. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, watch JJ Watt come out of retirement and fucking
come off the other end.
I'm gonna go be with my brother.
Goddamn Watt Megazord with Lamar Jackson. Yeah, fuck that. But
don't put that out in the universe, please.
No doubt.
You're right. I shouldn't put that out there. So let's move on. Let's move on to the other big name that we're going is fucking Aaron Rodgers. Looking like he's going to the Jets. If he decides to play, he did his darkness retreat, which a lot of people were giving him shit for. But like I see where he's coming from. Sometimes you just need to fucking get away and get fucking high as hell.
He wasn't even getting high. He said it wasn't even like there wasn't drugs or anything. Like he said it was just like those sound deprivation chambers.
Yeah, but that dude was definitely tripping on some fucking mushrooms out there smoking.
He said he
DMT.
wasn't. He said he wasn't.
Don't believe
of course
it.
he said he wasn't. He doesn't want
he's wide open about Awasaka or whatever the fuck. Like he doesn't care.
Ayahuasca.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, but it's looking like a lot.
When you're in darkness and silence like that for such a long time, like you can hallucinate.
Well, yeah,
that's where
that's what the whole
that's where you need is. That's where you need Hordash.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna talk about Hordash.
No, go on. Continue. Okay. No, I don't want anybody to take my idea.
So, do you guys looking at? I mean, the Aaron Rodgers are like the fans and fucking people are tweeting at Aaron Rodgers. They want him there, and it's looking like he may go there. Matched with that defense, I'd say that's a fucking dangerous team in the AFC next year if they end up getting him. I think the second one would be the Raiders are shopping for Rodgers too, but it's looking highly like he's going to go to the Jets.
I mean, him and Devontae Adams would be cool, like reuniting in Las Vegas.
I think Lamar would be a better fit for Oakland.
But if you're a quarterback and you see the way that Derek Carr just got treated after literally doing the most for that franchise, like why would you want to go?
That's why I think Lamar's a better option for them.
I don't think Lamar would care if the money was thrown at his at his feet.
He doesn't care. He'll go play in Germany in a rugby league.
Exactly. Yeah, he'll play in the XFL if you give him enough money.
Spend some of that money on your fucking face, Lamar. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, seriously.
Can't say that about Aaron Rodgers because he looks like me.
Dude, don't say that about it. I mean, don't put down Aaron Rodgers like that, bro.
Whoa,
I respect the guy.
Whoa, okay. Y'all are fucking ridiculous.
I mean, but like, honestly though, like, it's a new system for a guy. How old is he?
Mid-30s. Is he in his 40s?
Aaron Rodgers,
no, I think he's like 38.
Yeah.
Yeah, so late 30s or whatever. I mean, I'm not. He's past his prime as a quarterback. Okay, he's going into a new system. I'm just saying, like, typically it takes a little bit of time for that to adjust, and he's older. He's more fragile. Like, I'm just saying, you're taking a big risk on. Like, okay, so my question is, what's wrong with the Jets that they can't develop the quarterback that they just drafted? What's his name was?
Well, Zach Wilson's got a shit attitude.
I get that, but okay, so do something about if he's not going to do anything about it, then get rid of the
fucking quarterback.
Okay, but I mean, you're taking somebody that's going to be. I'm just saying, like, what's wrong with your your developmental?
Hold up. Because you were talking about like Aaron Rodgers being old and shit like that, and fucking not being able to work into a new system or whatever.
Tom Brady won a Super Bowl.
It's fucking Aaron Rodgers, bro. Fucking, he's still younger than Brady. He's one of the best to ever do it. He's the last of a fucking era. But listen, if
you're starting over after he's done.
If there's anybody who's going to go into a fucking new system and fucking turn it around like that, it's going to be a veteran quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. And yeah, he's old, but he's still out there fucking slinging balls. He's still got a fucking pistol for an arm. He's still got an accuracy. He spent too much money on himself and didn't surround himself with other people fucking this year. So
yes, I agree. No, I love Aaron Rodgers. I really do. I'm just saying you're taking a little bit bigger of a risk there instead of trying to develop within your own system. So they should probably look in the mirror and say, what are we doing wrong to not be able to develop what we have? To have to go out and get someone like an Aaron Rodgers, who it's a bigger risk. Let's be real; it's a bigger risk.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
because you're going to be starting over. Let's say he only plays for 2 years, then you're starting back over again.
Listen, I think the whole thing with him coming there, because right now he's not even sure if he wants to play football, and I think the whole thing is that
why? Because he's older.
Well, I don't know if he's particularly planning on getting paid like he did against Green Bay. I think that he might accept the fucking lower offer and shit like that, so they can actually surround him with some more people in the Jets. That's also good. The fucking relationship between Rodgers and the Packers is degrading.
They have the offensive rookie of the year.
Who?
The running back. Yeah,
Jets.
The running
back.
Yeah, they're running back.
They have the offensive. No,
absolutely. And again,
and defensive.
Aaron Rodgers is a fantastic quarterback. Fantastic quarterback, and you're right. He's one of the quarterbacks that could turn around a franchise. I'm just saying, like, if he does that, great. But after 2-3 seasons, you're looking for somebody else to do the same thing.
Right. I just don't think the Zach Wilson thing was ever going to work. Like, I don't think he would work on.
That was not a good pick for them.
No, I don't think he would work on any team at all. Like, everyone was getting he was one of those draft combine guys that everybody got super high on because he was at his pro day. He had a really good day. Like Malik Willis last year, like Anthony Richardson this year. They're showing out at the combine, so everyone's coming up super high on. Look, they're athletes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just a combine. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, this guy's going to be in the first round now because of the combine."
Exactly. Right? That's one thing that, like, with the combines going on right now, and I've been seeing some shit and stuff like that. Fucking the mock drafts and people talking about the combine fucking performances and stuff like that, changing this and that. It's always been something that I've never fucking seen. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how you perform at the NFL combine, how fast you are, fucking how many balls you can catch in what time or whatever it is. It really means nothing when it comes down to playing in an NFL football game. So it's just all that is whatever. And we're looking at some of like the rookies and stuff coming out this year with like quarterback. It's a very weak year for quarterbacks. CJ Stroud, in my opinion, is the standout fucking guy. And even him, I don't think he's going to be an elite quarterback. It depends a little bit on where he goes, but like that's why when we're talking about like people like Rodgers and Lamar Jackson up on the chopping block or whatever, if you need to make a move this year in the quarterback position, those are the two guys that you go for, and then you maybe select a quarterback either this year or next year who can work underneath those two guys, and eventually maybe they might be your franchise quarterback.